Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Van de Ven making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies. Well, he takes a shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Raul. Bale! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And it's Hakimi. Nice bit of trickery. And Owen! Oh, a very decent attempt. And the pass is intercepted. That'll be a throw-in. DiMarco, and it's Kukçu. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Xabi Alonso is fouled. Rudiger. Neymar going face to face with his great rival, and he's being shifted off it. Hazard. Great defending, strong and determined. Xabi Alonso. And it's Kukçu. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Short changes him with that pass. Raul going about things with real menace. No, it's come to nothing. Arsenal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Hazard. And this is Bale. Oh, super ball. Kukçu. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Good running, strong and purposeful. DiMarco. Oh, he's been caught napping.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Bale, great vision, and he plays one through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Hakimi. Dink through. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Neymar played into space. This looks promising. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Raul was in no mood for any of that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's in plenty of space here. Bale! That is some save from De Gea. He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's their second corner of the game. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. And they're on him in a flash. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Otamendi cuts it out.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
DiMarco puts them all in. Quality ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Neymar. Tries to dink it through. Shoots! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Azar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Hakimi tries to play it through. Rijkaard. And they win it back again. And it's Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Arsenal cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Vieri picks it up out wide. It's a promising position. Zanetti. He gets big! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Out towards the flank. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's beautifully weighted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Rudiger is there and he can get that clear.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of the hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his...
He's got full! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Xabi Alonso. It's played through for him. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, well played. He can get that clear. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Van der Ven gets it clear. And here's McAllister. He is through here. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Tries to dink it through, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Kukçu. Now it's crossed into the middle. Now it's Vieri. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Brilliantly cut out. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Neymar. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely bit of skill.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van der Ven pokes it out wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aimed beyond the defence. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And he cuts out the supply.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Beckham. Kukçu. Threads one in. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Driving on and making good progress. And Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Alonso. Rijkaard. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Schneider knocks it into space. Referee has just said play on. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Ronaldo is onto this, and it's Hakimi. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Batistuta. Now it's Beckham. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has not gone well. Kukçu powering forward here. Arsenal still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, sweet feet. And he's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's gone in! Oh, huge goal, massive goal. They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vieri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Xabi Alonso, and he climbs up big! Goal! Arsenal! Incredible! They have found their way out of a corner and landed a big blow of their own. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 32, Jamarco.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Hakimi.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Neymar.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Serginho, number
Raul.
8, Federico Valverde.
Good running with the ball.
Number 18,
And it's
McAllister.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Number 19,
And it's Simons. Valverde
Number
looking to get on the end of this.
Eucharist. Substitution in progress.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Xavi Alonso. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Knocks it out wide. He's picked his way through. Tries to cross. Terrific header! He scores! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has
Substitution.
increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. And it's McAllister. Serginho. McAllister. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good-looking ball. He's found a way through, and he shoots! And that would have won it.
Xavi Simons really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
McAllister. Back into the middle. Serginho. Takes a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Shot could be on. Now this could... Can he finish? And he hits the net. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Chance for a shot! They've scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Inter Milan grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. He's through here. Cristiano Ronaldo! No, not quite. And it's Palmer. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. That's really well cleared. Serginho. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal are going up. There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bullet! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Baron. Bullet. Driving on and making good progress. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Hullet. And that could set him on his way. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And the through ball. Terrific header! And he's done it! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Could be danger here. Baron.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great defending, strong and determined.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. And here's DiMarco. DiMarco goes on a run down the left wing. Kirkchu. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, cracking ball. Shot a goal! Searching pass he's played there. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
That's going in strongly.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Shot, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kirkchu clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Kirkchu. And it's DiMarco.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
DiMarco. Kirkchu. And here's Neymar. And he's... Neymar! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Veron. Oh, it's played into the area. That has been knocked clear. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. DiMarco. Kukçu. That's Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. And he was quick to react. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kukçu. Spread it left. Now, what about a counter-attack?
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's had it taken off him. Hullet. Veron. Now it's Hullet. Veron looking to get on the end of this. It's run loose here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Please be made aware.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vinicius Junior. So much time and space here. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Carvajal wins the duel this time. Now it's Lopez. He has found the way through. Oh, no joy this time. Van Basten. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's good running with the ball. Kirkchu. Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Van Basten. Arsenal are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Lopez. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Ruben Dias does well to get it back. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Nicely aimed pass. And this is Neymar. Azar. And it's DiMarco. Oh, good-looking ball. Rijkaard makes the interception. And here's Kirkchu. Oh, good take in a good area. And that's an excellent interception. Fermin. Azar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out wide. DiMarco. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Ruben Dias gets a foot in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Van Basten. Lopez. Oh, well played, well played. And it's Olmo. Neymar. Kirkchu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dani Olmo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on. Van Basten! DiMarco gets it clear. The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Van Basten had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Lopez. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And now a sudden chance to counter. Keeper's got good distance on that. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Hakimi, and he's being shifted off it. And this is Ronaldo. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Batistuta picks it up out wide, and this is Hazard. Fermin. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's shifting through the gears here. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. This might spell danger. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has been cut short. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 32.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 26, Kukcu.
And it's Pedri.
Number 22, Hakimi.
Rijkaard.
Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Number 6,
He's got away.
Number 8, Federico Valverde.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
McAllister. Pedri. Joelinton.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Joelinton takes control of it and he's on the move. Keeper has taken decisive action. Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Defending of the desperate variety. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Lewandowski. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Inter are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Van de Ven. Gently done. And it's Rashford. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Pedri. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And they're quick to press. Pedri.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Lewandowski. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another goal! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, oh, smashing header! And one more try! Oh, crossbar!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
The most accurate pass. It's a good spell of possession, this.
2 added minutes has been
Decent
indicated.
progress down the left. Oh, they can break here. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. And he's quick to get it clear again. Foot in. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Poland.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very...
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 13, Costa Curta.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Simons. DiMarco. Now it's Kukcu. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Kukcu clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Cannavaro. McAllister. Vieira. Oh, good spread. Can he get onto this?
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Poland with the corner. They're first. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. DiMarco. Xavi Alonso. He's found some space. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. It's a good-looking delivery.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a searching pass. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now there's a fine ball. Simons! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vieira, the man we've all come to watch. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's good vision. And this is Lewandowski. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Decent chance! And he hits the net. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He won't be happy with that one. And it's McAllister. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the through ball. Shot could be... It's Lewandowski!
We'll simply have to...
That could spell trouble. DiMarco. And here's Vinicius Junior. Hendrick! Goal! Poland! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Played with finesse. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lewandowski. Now this could be a chance. McAllister. He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Hakimi. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. And this could be the final action of the first half. Climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, it's played into the area. Lewandowski. Hendrick. And the pass is intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of...
And he's had a hit! That was mighty close. DiMarco. And Hakimi. Looking for the run.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 32.
So, time for changes on
Giamacco.
both sides, actually.
Number 22. Hakimi. Number 14. Xabi
Nielsen.
Alonso. Number 26.
That's a little off target.
Number 10. El Hadj Diouf. Coming on the field. Number 27. Serginho.
That looks a cracking ball.
Number 8.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Number 6. Joelinton.
Plays it across.
McAllister. Number 23. Batistuta. Substitution.
And here's great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
McAllister clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Poland appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a good foot in there. Neymar. Costa Curta looking to... It's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Can he get on the end of this? Back into the middle. And that's shoots! No mistake! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nicely shaped ball. To Nielsen! Oh, split-second reaction.
Nielsen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Poland have their third corner. And a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nielsen is offering a wry smile there.
Played out wide. Cannavaro.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found a way through. Knocks it out wide. The ball goes in. Serginho tries to clear. Xavi Simons does well to get it back. Joelinton.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nielsen. 75 minutes played. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
David De Gea. And it's Valverde. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Nice control. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. McAllister, and he's picked it up out wide. Xavi Simons cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, that's delightful. And it's McAllister. Now this could be a chance. Vieira wins the duel this time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Serginho. Fired deep. Up he goes! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bastoni clears it away. Vieira. Now it's Lewandowski. Costa Curta. Neatly clipped into space. Linton. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? Hendrick! And he's quick to get it clear again. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
And we come to you
Cristiano
now with a quick
Ronaldo,
request
voted
for
man of the
support
match,
for our
and
World
deservedly
Charity
so.
Fund.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Arsenal can always take more positives.